Here we are in Whistler Lodge, all stone cold sober. A weather-beaten Dennis from Plant Marsh talking to a freshly showered and eaten Vardis.
Yeah, you could say that.
Yeah. What? Not quite showered, but yes.
A very smelly. Go on,
It's your first gig here in 36 years. Yeah, it was a big deal for you, really.
Yeah, I mean, Scotland always is a nation of rock and roll people.
Hard people.
It's one of the best fucking countries in the world that appreciate proper rock, and they love it. I mean, it's like, you know, it's part of Scottish culture to know what rock and roll's about.
Yeah.
Rock and
Nazareth, our Taliban.
yeah,
You know.
it's an honour and a privilege to be here. You know, it's just great to be back after all those years, 3 decades. You know. Yeah, it's 3 decades. I mean, we've played I can't remember the names of the gigs, but we used to play in Ayrshire, and there were a couple of gigs in Glasgow, Paisley. We've done the Apollo. We did it a couple of times, I think. Yeah. And it's Dumfries. I remember we played with Slade in Dumfries.
We did a big
81, that wasn't it?
And Dundee as well.
Yeah.
We did a Slade gig there. There were a couple of gigs with Slade back in the early 80s. And
You seen Wildfire up on stage tonight? Was that because they'd been so long playing here?
Yeah, partly. I mean, the fire is in. I mean, I don't know. You go on stage, Vardis play from the heart. It's sort of heavy rock and roll. That's what we are. It's not. It's a common sort of fact that we just play from the heart. And tonight, after 30 years of not playing back in Scotland, to be back and play, it just felt great to give that to the Scottish people. And
we were a bit tense, weren't we?
Well, I suppose.
Things were a little bit.
Yeah. You always get a little bit of this and that before the show, but
festivals, because they always run late, don't they?
yeah, we were running late.
Yeah, different sort of crowd. It's not your own crowd. You have to sort, win over new fans. And,
Yeah, and that's why we're doing it.
It's a good way sometimes, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
I've been amazed wherever we've travelled. Steve's got this hardcore fans. People came from Belgium and said, 35 years I've been waiting to see Vardis. And there they were with their albums to sign. And fantastic. We found that everywhere we've gone. I've been amazed by it.
Greece, we went there.
Well, we don't forget, I've been a fan a long time, we don't forget.
You have.
We waited a long time for Steve to wake up.
Get back in the saddle.
Cryogenics,
That's me.
I mean, it's amazing. You think of that gap. He's come back. He plays guitar like blindly. Like he's never been away. It's amazing.
Well, he meets less Harris, who's not way down.
Yeah, I tell you tonight, though, at one point, what's that song?
Radio Rockers.
Radio Rockers. Rough Rock.
That's the version.
That's a plug. You should get a commission for that.
That's where we rehearse.
Yeah, we do.
Done your homework,
And as I go, I can feel this hair going, just like Dennis Jarman's hair.
Yeah, only you.
You know, because you were doing it for me, weren't you, really?
A few times, yeah. But no,
I could see
no
it.
talking about it, though.
He still feels it though, he's not there anymore.
It's physically there.
It doesn't matter how long they have.
It's mad. It's like, they say that, they say people who go, I mean, these brave guys that go out and they fight in the wars, in the First World War, the Second War, and if they lose an arm or a leg in these wars, they can still feel them. It's got that phantom.
Right,
I still have my hair. So I'm playing like this, and I can feel the air like you. You do it for me, really, don't you?
More or less. Yeah.
But I can feel
you should
it.
buy Joe a fan and point it your way when you play the solo.
But it's great, It's as I say, rock music of all kinds. Not, whether you're a performer or you're listening to it. Genuine rock and roll music. It does make you feel
like Peter Pan.
Like you were back as a kid, as a teenager.
Definitely, yeah. When you're on stage, you don't think about stuff like that, do you?
No, and I think that's why we do it as we could put his feet up and just sort of watch TV and listen to music and sun ourselves and think, yeah, we're retired now, you know. It's like life's just, you know, at our age we can think that. I mean, Joe's a bit younger, obviously, but me and Martin could just put his feet up and think, yeah, we've done as dues. But that feeling that you can get into a time machine.
Yeah, I never thought I'd be doing this.
Yeah, and I'm sure that's why fans who remember the old school metal and knew where they met British.
That's right, yeah.
To them,
it never went away.
It's like a time machine, and it makes you feel like that sort of energy that you felt as a kid, and that's valuable, you know. It's something worth cherishing.
Do you remember a band called Spartan Warrior from the North East?
Yeah.
We talked to them yesterday. What they played yesterday, and I said, like with Neil and David Wilkinson, I said, like, bands like yourself, you're a lot more stubborn than the younger bands. You sort of think, you know, well, keep on doing it. It doesn't matter where the gig is, or, you know, or indoors, festival, we'll keep on doing it. And they said, like, because they're a bit older, they get on well with the old bands. You think we're a bit older now, less competition. And
it is interesting. I mean, I love to sort of connect with the audience as obviously the front man, and I see the faces, and I'm sure Martin does close up, and it is amazing that, you know, you've got these sort of old school fans, but you see the youngsters having the same expressions on the faces, and that is great, because that shows that you know, the rock and roll actually connects.
Yeah, it transcends age.
It's like, you know, or heavy metal or thrash metal. It's a lot more complex than that, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's more niche, isn't it, in a way? Yeah. You know, but
there's a lot more hooks, more you can get into.
But
you know,
but I think it's more even more fundamental than metal. It's like rock and roll, because people talk about bands like Status Quo and so on, and all they really do is like use, and the Rolling Stones, they use the Chuck Berry, the early sort of
James Brown,
the 50s groove of rock, and they regenerate it into a 70s or 80s audience, and that's transcended into modern times. And in a way, you know, when I listen to Angus play and stuff, it excites me, because he's playing the licks, you know, that Chuck created. You know, Keith's been doing that from the early 60s, you know, Keith Richards. And as a guitar player, Hendrix is another one. I mean, I have that honest sort of appraisal of when I see Hendrix play guitar. I hear Little Richard's voice in his guitar.
Right.
It might sound a bit weird.
No, not really. No. Yeah.
But he did play with.
Innovative, wasn't he?
And Little Richard was the guy that gave Hendrix the job to play with him for about 3 or 4 years before he sacked him. Because Little Richard.
You know. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. I mean, Jimi Hendrix played about 3 or 4 years with Little Richard in the 50s, late 50s, early 60s. And I think Hendrix sort of spinned off the vocal sounds. You know, frequency and sound is the influence behind of the voice and the guitar. And I think Hendrix playing a few years with Little Richard actually made him play guitar in the same sort of spirit of the voice of Little Richard.
While he was talking with the guitar.
Yeah,
People said that back at the time.
But without Little Richard, I don't think the sound of Hendrix would have happened.
Right.
I know that's it's probably an exclusion.
It was the Isleys as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Was it the Isley Brothers?
But it's that wild edge. Yeah. So rock music is its roots come through the 50s phenomenon. Definitely.
Right, back to the present day. New album, Red Eye. Got some great reviews.
I
want to say you're surprised by that, but I mean.
No, I don't expect or depend on what people think or say. I mean, I think it's it's nice to feel that people feel and see the honesty, the sort of chemistry with the musicians on the album.
Yeah.
You know, we give everything that we've got, both live and in the studio.
Yeah.
And myself and Joe have always had a connection in terms of the technical side of recording music. In more recent decades, we worked together in education and developed courses, and you know, when I moved out of the actual performance side of music, I moved into the technical recording and understanding of.
It's a lot more full on than Vigilante or The World's Insane.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's self-produced, so you know what you want to hear, don't you?
Yeah, and I think the way we mixed it and made it work as an album was to allow the performance to show through the recording process, if you see what I mean. It's like a lot of bands overproduce music these days. It's a difficult thing. I don't want to be critical. It's like the sound becomes almost what's the word? It almost becomes a template or a predictable sound. Mm-hmm. And I think recording's about capturing performance. And when we recorded Red Eye, I'd do an overdub on a guitar and I'd play a lick and we'd discuss it and think that's the best performance.
Yeah.
That was the main objective. We're all about performance.
Try to get the live sound.
Yeah, and it's not about, and the feel and the way that you let yourself go when you play.
Yeah.
And it's the same with Joe's drumming performances.
I think neither of us got strung up on that kind of, right, we need to have all these compressors and these gates and have all this and use all this processing. We would do the honest thing of listen and go. And I would often hear when I'd be recording, Steve would be recording, and I'd hear Steve play a solo and go, I think that's the one. In my head I knew it was the one.
Yeah.
We'd come back and revisit some of them. And most of the time we'd agree, but then he would hear something and I'd go, oh right, okay. But there was never a thing where we were taking bits and pieces and putting them together to create a solo.
Yeah.
They were pretty much
looking for
number
the-
one or number two, and it could be number
right,
five, but it was
looking for the...
Don't splice it.
Yeah.
No,
you can tell.
yeah,
looking,
exactly.
looking for the overall performance, the energy,
that was it. That was
warts and
essential.
all, which is again what rock and roll is about, really. And I say rock and roll in a really generic sense. I mean, I know a lot of people think, oh, rock and roll, that's from the 50s or 60s. No, it's not. It's rock and roll is an energy. It's like a spirit that lives in all types of metal and punk, and it belongs in so many, everything that's happened in sort of hardcore sort of energy in modern music.
It's like, you know, on Red Eye, there's like a lot of feedback, there's lots of staying left in on the tracks, you know, rather than being so edited out.
Yeah, exactly. You got it. You got
Yeah.
it, Dennis.
Yeah, well, I think both of us, man, certainly yourself, when I read your review, to me, I thought you just got it straight away. And there's been a couple of other reviews. There's been a lot of really good reviews, but also, like yourself, there's been a couple of other magazines and internet websites and thought they've really got it. They can hear the influences, they can hear where we're going with it. There's good reviews.
Well, that's it.
And that's actually the really nice part of it. When I read that, I think, oh, that's fantastic, because we don't expect it. It's not like we phoned you up and said, oh, and it's this, and this, and this, and this. You've been able to hear those things without even that communication with us, which is...
I think the ultimate
Brilliant.
example is when people, whether any younger people are ever going to see this sort of video that you're doing or whatever for Planet Marshall. It is Planet Marshall, isn't it, Dennis? Yeah, that one. I think if you watch Hendrix at Woodstock and you see that the whole sort of performance of it, and you see the Star Spangled Banner, and you see the bit of Purple Haze, and then you get the bluesy stuff at the end. Everything matters, the warts and all, the whole thing.
Just leave it in.
Yeah, and
You know,
it's
even
beautiful,
the bum that will leave
and
it
it's
in.
beautiful, and it makes it special, and it makes it energetic, and it's genuine from the heart. You know, a musical instrument is an extension of someone's body. If we play a bass, if we play a guitar, if we play drums, we are that drum kit, we are that guitar, we are that bass guitar. And it's not like me playing it, it's playing us. Yeah, and it's a strange thing. It's a strange thing, and when you watch the Hendrix at Woodstock Star Spangled Banner thing, you know that is.
Yeah, the guitar's in control.
And it's beautiful, and that's the legacy. If people talk about Hendrix to see that, they know that's the legacy. That is the moment that Hendrix was the master.
He was,
the king, and ultimately we strive for that. It's all about striving.
Playing that like with during the Vietnam War.
It's just beautiful.
He nailed it.
And that's it. It's beauty, and in a way, anger and rock and roll and energy can create beauty, and it's through that. It's much better than being violent and aggressive. It's much better to be rock and roll. If the message, as you say, through the Vietnam War could have been resolved through Jimi Hendrix's guitar playing, how many people would have saved lives, and you wonder. But he got the same message, he did the same thing. He was dropping bombs, he was lifting bombs, he was creating energy that made people think about bombs. And the whole generation and the hippie generation realised that. But unfortunately, the old twats that were in charge didn't.
As usual,
Nixon still drop bombs or whatever. You think, what a load of bollocks. If you just listen to Jimi Hendrix, you wouldn't need to drop bombs.
Well, just ask Ozzy with Warpigs.
It's true, though, isn't it?
He said it all, isn't it?
Music is is for the people, and bombs are for the politicians.
That's right.
And that's the truth of it. It's bullshit.
No person, no public don't want to go to war, do they?
Yeah.
Because then they die.
But that, in a way, tonight I performed in that aggressive manner. I know I did.
He was fired up from the word.
I was fired up.
Full moon, was it?
Yes. And in a way, I think punk rock said that as well. Punk were great in its time because it gave a message. It was saying "fuck you," and you've got to have that. Music should always, and art should always, not music as in its own, but painting,
questions things.
Everything. It's like saying bollocks. You look at Francis Bacon's paintings. And it's saying exactly the same as Jimi Hendrix's Star Spangled Banner at Woodstock. It's identical. It's like saying, fuck you. Sorry, but
it's alright.
It's my opinion.
We're over 18. We've been on before.
Sorry, I'll stop swearing if you like.
We've been on Jeremy Kyle anyway.
Can you edit the swear words out?
Doesn't matter anyway.
Are you sure?
Yeah, of course, It's not Kerrang, it's
sorry, when I start talking, don't get me talking about politics.
No, please.
No. What are you doing? That's it, yeah.
Anyway, right.
Give me some more. It's in.
Well,
I'm not saying
it says me on.
The man to your right, Martin Connolly, the new bass player. You can tell me how Martin joined the band?
He'll tell you.
Will I? I mean, I knew Terry, so it's really sad because I knew he'd had a really varied career, and I knew he was doing the Vardis thing, and I knew he was working with Joe, and I thought, that's really, I knew Andy Byrne, we got a lot of mutual friends, but I bought my Precision from him, the one I used tonight in 1984. And then Joe suddenly called me and said, I heard about Terry, I think Andy Byrne told me. I went, are you joking? Oh, I'll tell you, I think might be more.
That's the way.
Yeah, and then Joe called me and he said, what are you doing, Mike? I said, not much, mate. It's a pub band on the go. How do you fancy coming along with the rattle? With the Vardis thing, I went, bloody hell, well, he's carrying on to it. And he said, yeah, we're going to carry on. The album was finished by then. And at the time I thought, that doesn't bother me that I'm not on the album, but now I really wish I was on it because I'm really sort of proud of it even though I'm not on it, do you know what I mean? It's
alright.
So, and yes, as we said earlier, I went along for that first rattle and it was instant, there wasn't an audition really, was it?
No.
It was just
I said to Joe,
just winged it.
I don't want to audition. If we know anybody, let's have a jam and see.
That's what happened. That was exactly it.
Joe sent me a CD and I thought, bloody hell, it's a bit fast, you know what I mean? I'm a bit old for it. I honestly did, I thought I'm going to have to pull my socks up here.
It's on the right speed with it.
So, yeah, I thought, I'll check the speed thing. I mean, I like a bit of jazz, you know what I mean?
Oh, Martin.
But no,
It's irresistible though.
yeah, as soon as we started playing, I went, bloody hell, I found my place here, you know, I'm home, this is where I belong.
The odd thing is, many years ago, I went to a gig with Martin, and it was a Zeppelin tribute band,
That's right.
and Terry was playing in that
right.
band.
Stairway to Zeppelin, yeah.
And I went, when was that? It was like mid-90s or something like that, wasn't it?
Right, yeah. Terry on bass, that's right, yeah.
That's right, yeah. But I didn't meet Terry that night. I mean, I just went to the gig, etc. And you ended up having to film it, didn't you?
Bloody video.
So then we had a beer or whatever at the end of the night.
Yeah.
And, but it's all this sort of coincidence. It was quite weird in a way.
Yeah.
Kind of an odd sort of thing. And I used to chat to Terry often because I'd pick him up when we were going to rehearsals with Steve.
Joe thought of me because actually Terry mentioned me, didn't he?
Yeah, that's right.
On his deathbed, he said, "Give Martin a call," which is incredible, really. You know.
Right, yeah.
Oh no, I get it. So it's almost like destiny that I would take over.
Well, Terry phoned me up one day and he said, "Oh, have you got Martin's number? There's a band."
Well, that was the Road Mail thing, wasn't it?
That was right. Yeah, he said
Yeah,
there's
he
a band that wants to.
He got me up the Road Mail gig.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
I've forgotten about that.
So were you playing then, or were you just not playing at all? Were you in a band then? Or?
No, when Joe called me for the Vardis thing, I was doing a little club band, yeah, covers band.
Right.
Keep my hand in there and a few bob.
Yeah, get paid more probably as well.
I bloody did, mate. But no, Joe said, "Come along." He said, "It's a great band, Martin. You'll love it." And I was a bit apprehensive. Well, it's three-piece. There's nowhere to hide. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got to pull my stuff.
You've got to rhythm as well.
Yeah.
No rhythm guitar to hide behind it.
And when I heard some of the stuff, I thought,
Got to sing as well.
yeah, and I thought that's
But-
full on.
For probably what, 14 years previous to that, Martin brought me along to a rehearsal in a very similar sort of circumstances
With Adrian.
with
yeah.
Adrian.
Yeah.
And
I'd never even heard him
Really?
play.
he had never heard me play.
I'd never
drum.
heard him pick up a drumstick, and Adrian said,
Yeah.
"Here, we'll have a rattle, Martin. I want to do this blues project. Can you get a drummer?" I went, "Yeah, okay, I know somebody." And I hadn't even heard him play. But I just knew he'd be the right guy for the job. I knew he was a Maiden fan. I knew he'd be great and unreliable. And Adrian took the chance.
Amazing, isn't
Yeah,
it?
Yeah,
amazing.
and it was the same room.
Name dropping already.
It was the same room in the same rehearsal studio, but like 13 years
Yeah,
later.
that we're using now. Yeah.
How bizarre is
And
that?
Adrian's bought that studio now. So yeah, we get a discount. I get
Yeah.
I get mates rates.
Mates
discount.
rate, yeah.
Yeah, I do. I don't let nothing go, me, mate.
Wait till I see that Bruce Dickinson rigging backstage at Vardis gigs at the old
Trying to get a ticket.
music machine.
Don't let him in.
No,
Tell
I
him.
Yeah.
I
He
said,
used to come back here,
Yeah.
bring his music machine,
Who,
electric ballroom, Bruce, yeah.
Yeah.
Bruce down out. But
yeah.
I mean, it's fucking like, wow, it must be 4 decades. I mean, and I went out with 3 decades, so I never saw him again, really. He was Samson then, the Bruce.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
Bruce.
Bruce, yeah, with the porn moustache.
So that's how it happened,
Yeah.
really.
When I know Bruce,
I've only done 7 gigs now, so I'm still pretty fresh, I think. Yeah, I feel pretty.
nah, it's,
7 gigs
it
now.
feels like we've done fucking
Yeah, it
70
does.
to me.
Did you feel any pressure tonight with you being your first UK gig or not? Or just,
Not at all,
no.
Is it your first UK?
Oh, it is actually. Yeah,
Jesus,
yeah. All those
I didn't
European
know
gigs,
that.
yeah.
First one was Athens, that was pressure, I thought.
Yeah.
'Cause on the-
Pressure now. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't get pressure, honestly. I know it sounds blasé, but I really don't. I don't.
I know what I'm saying.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me at all. No.
We like.
I've been playing too long for that now.
It's
I've got nothing to prove. I don't have to do bass solos and all that shit. You can shit on that.
It's not letting
Yeah,
I mean, he wears shades on stage and he's not a lead guitarist. I mean,
they're prescription sunglasses. I can't see bugger all without them. I'm not going on stage like that. I'm sorry, I'm just not doing
The
it.
lights do
Geddy
it.
Lee. There you go, Geddy Lee.
But
Yeah.
Dumpy used to wear glasses on stage.
Yeah.
I used to hate it. I said,
Yeah.
why do you have to wear those, Dumpy? You look like an old granddad, man.
Have you seen Martin play before then? You must have.
No, I haven't. Well, yeah, probably with
Yeah, it's like Celtic Warriors.
DRN, yeah. But,
Celtic Warriors.
It's like that Celtic Warriors
With Dominic
thing.
Rusty Nuts, yeah.
Yeah, he used to
But I
do
mean,
all the
I
shows.
looked at that on the YouTube the other week. It says posted by Dennis Jarman, and it was the Celtic Warriors. Some bloody years ago.
Was that in the Limelight crew, that gig?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Right, yeah. It's only been about 10 years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, it must have been. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Oh,
Shut down
it's
there.
been around, mate. I'll tell you.
Yeah, yeah. You know, we know Ray. You know Ray well, Ray Bisman, and you know.
That's a great venue, that was.
Yeah.
With the balcony at the back there.
That's
That
right.
was the limelight, wasn't it, in Crewe?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I used to love that
I'll
gig.
tell you, Martin's.
I played with one of the
I've
others.
told him he's got to write a book. This guy. I'm telling
I
you.
said it before.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I'm telling
Yeah.
Dennis.
You need to warn a few people before.
Get a good lawyer. Get a good lawyer for it.
Yeah, because everybody's dead. That's the problem. I'm waiting for them all to die.
Yeah.
This guy, I tell you, some of the
Some of
stories.
the stories we've heard, yeah.
Oh man.
Talk
Yeah, with
about-
Nico as well, yeah.
Yeah.
He'd hate it, you see. He's so prissy now.
I read that you wrote.
I warned you about
I
this.
don't care. I'm past caring.
Hello, Nico.
I tiptoed around those people for years, waiting for crumbs to fall off the table. They never come, you know. I'm sorry. I'm fucking making no.
Say it as it is,
No,
man.
I'm
Yeah.
telling the truth.
Anyway, Terry played with Nico, didn't he? What
Yeah, with McKitty, yeah. he
Rickety,
is,
yeah. He did. Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Nico.
Way back when, before
Yeah.
Nico joined Maiden.
Yeah.
When I was in a band with Nico, when he got that call,
Hello,
you know,
Nico.
when he got the call from Maiden, I was telling Dennis I was in his sitting room. And he went all white on the phone. I went, Nico, what's happened? Somebody died. I've just been given the Maiden gig, man. And I knew that was it for me, because we were going out to the rhythm section.
Yeah.
We used to go for auditions and get them just like that. We were so tight, the two of us. We went for the cheetah job, you know, the two Australian girls. We could hear them next door. We were playing with Peter Sarstead. You can imagine Peter Sarstead. Where do you go to, my love?
When
When you're alone in your bed. And all that. And we could hear this noise coming through the next door.
Yeah.
Nico says, "God, that sounds good, Mark." I can take him off so well on tour.
Take him off, go on.
He goes,
He goes the best Nico.
"Hey, that sounds good, Marty.
Get in the nose, get in the nose, come on.
I'm going to get bullied for this.
Get it done.
This sounds good, Marty."
It's a quality nose.
So we knocked
That
him-
way, innit? That way. Go.
Yeah.
He got hit with an iron bar when he was 17. Horrible story.
That's no excuse.
No. Anyway, we went next door and it was these two cheetah birds from Australia. Vander and Young. You know. Yeah. So they said, "Any time for audition?" And, "Oh, we've got time for one more." So they run the tape just once, and Nico, we only listened to it once. "What do you reckon?" I said, "Yeah, got it, mate." "Are we?" "Sorted." So they said, "Right," and they gave us the gig there and then. They just cancelled all auditions. That's how good we were as a rhythm section, you know. So when he got the call from Aidan, I knew that was me, Kipper, really.
Dennis, you just
I know,
sort him out.
yeah.
But
This
it's
is
just a
the
lovely.
man.
I mean,
I tell you.
musicians always hate their friends to do really well.
It's a great statement. That is a headline. I love
But
it.
this is an exception because Nico was just a lovely bloke and such a great drummer. He deserved it, and I was so happy for him. You know what I mean? Even though I knew it was going to leave me struggling a bit. He was such a lovely bloke, and he deserved it. He really deserved it. He's the greatest drummer in the world, man. I'll tell you who he is. There's nothing that guy can't do.
Oh, what about Mr. Clancy?
Oh, it's
I mean, apart from the full UK tour.
You listen to Streetwalkers,
Yeah.
you know, that stuff with Pat Travers. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
that guy's a legend.
Phenomenal.
He is.
Whatever happened between us as people, that's got nothing to do with his drumming.
No,
Fantastic, fantastic.
No one can fall out with you. You're just a
You could be
sweetheart.
surprised by that.
You're like me with sweethearts. We've got loads of friends, haven't we?
I never fell out with Nico, he fell out with me, you know.
Oh.
When he found God, it all went tits up.
Right, anyway. I've read you used to work
Have
with
you given
Rick
in too
Wakeman.
much of that?
No. You used to work with Rick Wakeman.
I had worked with Rick Wakeman, yeah.
Was that recording, touring, or both?
That was a... I got sacked from him and all right now. Actually, that's not strictly true. It's not strictly
Right, yeah.
Just
true.
go for it. We'll sit here.
No, I'm not saying anymore.
Go for it, mate. It's awesome.
Yeah, Rick's a diamond.
We love it, don't we?
Funny, I saw him last year at a funeral.
Just meet up at a funeral.
You bastards.
He had a jolly.
It was 1983 I worked with him.
Right.
Right, yeah.
And we went to, I was at a funeral, Mac Paul, a very good drummer called Mac Paul, who'd worked with Rick way back in the 70s.
Right.
And he went, "I remember you, bass player."
Yeah.
And he said, don't tell me. And he couldn't remember what I'd done with him, but he was really lovely, old Rick. No, it was a BBC Two omnibus presentation with the orchestra, full orchestra and everything.
Right,
That
yeah.
was a great little gig to get. Nico put me up for that. Typical Nico, he goes, "Oh yeah, he can read music. Yeah, he can read. I can't read a bloody note." I'm not joking, I've turned up there, there's all the music in front of me. And old Ripley's batting and that, I'm going, you're joking, what am I going to do here? Luckily I knew the sax, Gary Barnacle was in the sax. So I called Gary over, Gary, what do I fucking do? He said, you don't read a note, Martin. I said, that's what I'm saying, I can't. So he's got his pen out, good, that's a G minor. Don't play that, that's tacit, don't play that fucking 6 bars there. So I busted it, got through it. I mean, it was the skin of my teeth, John. Rick's up there giving it all up, the old baton. To this day, he don't know I can't read. I mean, but typical Nick up, yeah, you can do anything, you can ride a motorcycle, you know.
There you go, now you know what you're taking on, don't you?
Yeah, no, it's awesome. This man,
you can't read music.
is the ball.
I'm sorry about that, Steve. I should have told you that.
In the audition.
I've been holding that back that I can't read music. I should have told
Listen,
you that.
mate, this man has the soul, he has the groove, he has rock and roll in his heart. You know?
No, Rick was great. I know I was only standing in for somebody else, so I knew it was a temporary thing. Same with Van Morrison, that was a temporary thing as well. I knew I was only on a short-term thing with him.
No,
I'm not saying anything.
That was with Click as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, another
Keith
name.
Richard, yeah.
let's not.
Oh, hey, stop there.
Whoa, cut. No.
He never laid a finger on me.
Baseball bat, yeah, not a finger. Yeah.
Oh, that's your fucking wonder.
Please.
Oh, right, let's move on.
Fucking hell. I tell you what. Oh, this man.
We haven't started yet.
I've told him, write a fucking book about him. Jesus.
I'll get sued, I'll get killed, I'll be in
Oh.
a
Hit, man, yeah, he'll be hit.
I'll be popping up the motorway somewhere, I think. Oh, please.
No, he's a sweet.
He hasn't mentioned the B word, that's the main
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Thank God.
That's the gun, maybe.
It has.
Right,
Right,
Joe.
come on.
Somebody else, please.
what's the plans for the rest of this year, apart from sobering up?
And we're going to do the O2, which is going to be really good.
So,
Sheffield.
Yeah,
That'll be
that's
good.
gonna be
There's a lot of
good,
good bands in there, isn't there?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to Italy, aren't we?
yeah, we've got an Italian job.
Which sounds like a really good gig from what we've heard as well.
And the Headbangers thing in Germany, that's going to
Yeah,
be really good.
Headbangers
That's right, that's right.
Germany.
I've got some friends coming down, I'm looking forward to
And yeah, I mean the Sheffield NWOB thing
That's
is
a
going to be
good lineup.
it.
awesome.
Should be good, shouldn't it?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
We'll meet up with a load of old friends and
Be
just
really good.
yeah, it'd be great.
Yeah.
Good, good to see Girls' School and
Trespass are on there.
yeah,
By then we'll know how the album's
Yeah.
done, whether there'll be a second album or not. So I really want to do an album with these guys, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that
The
only
album-
happen if the first one
Yeah.
sells
Martin.
well, Red Eye sells well. They'll take the option up. They won't take the option up if it doesn't. We know that, don't we? I mean, record companies are cold. and can't-
the album will happen. It will. We will do an album, and
Are you writing now? With that
yeah,
being
He's
too
got
nosy?
loads of ideas.
yeah. Well, I tell you what, I can write an album just based on Martin. It's
Concept album.
just like the Martin concept.
Frank Zappa used to say that. He used to read
It's just
something
like-
like it's an album in there somewhere.
This guy just comes out in the stuff, and it's like, yeah, what a song! This guy is like a minefield of.
No, all of it's true though.
Amazing
When you talk
story.
to young people, they think it's bullshit. This guy, but I don't have to. I don't have to tell any lies at all.
He's got.
You know what?
I'm back.
You got too much hair, that's why.
Yeah,
Have you
about
seen
old you are.
anything like that? I tell you what, Dennis. I mean,
He's like one of the Musketeers, isn't he?
I
Like
tell you, I
D'Artagnan
was
with
so
that.
jealous. I was so jealous of
Yeah.
your hair. I could.
I wouldn't be jealous of this.
I was like, shit. I really need that Dennis Jarman hair on my head, so I can give it a bit of the old.
On me head.
No.
Where else would it be? On your
And
head?
then,
on your chest.
well, it could be down
Well, it
here.
could be on-
But
yeah.
anyway, the point is, I looks at him. I'm thinking, Jesus Christ, what is that? What's going on there?
It's Irish, mate. It's Irish.
It is.
D'Artagnan, isn't it? The one for one.
The old
Three Musketeers.
Three Musketeers.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, that's right. We are a bit like Three Musketeers.
But having said that, I might be a slaphead now, but when I'm on stage, it's there
Yeah, it's still there, mate. Yeah.
in spirit.
It's only
It's
her,
there,
that's
mate.
all. It's only her.
It's still there.
That's very true, Steve. I still see it now.
We bumped into some really good bands on the way there, haven't we? Had some good meetings, just generally hanging out. What was it, Tyson Dog?
Diamond Head.
Tops
Yeah.
and
Diamond Head.
Salem.
Yeah.
Were really nice guys.
Seven Sisters, we come across
Seven Sisters, great band. And
Lovely
Rock
guys.
Goddess,
Yeah.
when we were in Sweden.
Oh, the sweetheart.
Yeah.
That was a really good day, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And it's been really nice meeting up with people
Yeah.
and just generally chatting about stuff and kind of, you know, for instance, was it Salem was saying about the Italian gig with next? Was
No,
a really
Tyson
good.
Dogs,
Was it Tyson Dog? Yeah. But I mean,
That's
it's,
yeah.
yeah.
He owns the restaurant, the whole complex is fine, isn't he? He's quite a wealthy man, so we've got our own sort of little villas.
But it's really nice,
Chalet.
isn't it, when we go and play those shows and we meet up with those bands and, you know, you're just generally having a coffee, having a beer, whatever.
Coffee.
And then
A coffee.
coffee even, yeah, morning
Mornings,
time,
yeah.
breakfast.
Or some of this in your coffee.
Nice percolator, Steve.
Yeah. It's nice that, isn't it? It's got a nice taste to it.
Is that a gin?
Get some down your neck.
Well, he's not sleep. We use
It's
our
only in Jim Beam.
It's the only time I'm going to get to sleep tonight. So I've 6 of us in a room all snoring. And I'm the only one who doesn't snore. Oh, me and Fred, we don't snore.
Nah, me and Joe don't snore.
No, yeah, it's not.
Not bloody much.
Well, the thing is, I mean, we don't. When we play the shows, we want to make sure that we get it right and that we feel that the event is going to be part of our development as a band. And it's like, I suppose festivals that come up are going to be, you know, they're important to it. You know, we don't play a lot, but we consider everything that's there. And if we can, you know, this one tonight has been great. Hasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, see, when you play a festival, you win in new fans, aren't you?
Yeah.
It's not your crowd.
Yeah, exactly.
But I've been welcome. I mean, all these fans, they're so welcoming to the new guys, which is me. You know, no one's ever said, "Oh, I prefer the other bloke." Nothing like that. Everyone's gone. It's been great. You know, it's been really nice.
I think we're looking forward to a sort of a run of dates, really.
Oh, I'd love to do a little tour.
I think that's
just
what
to time us up.
yeah. I think that would be really good for us, is, you know, to play a string of dates together.
Yeah,
with
being
other
selfish,
bands,
that is
with
just
each-
to tighten the band up.
And I think also, excuse me, Vardis fans know that the band progresses. We don't stay still. We're never predictable. We make music that pushes it forward, and so in a way, it's not like, although we've had bands that have made, you know, albums that feel really good at a certain point in time, we want to develop, well, with the band and make different momentum. And with
But so far, so good.
yeah, I think it's progressive. You know, we have to make sure that we go forward and create a new sound. Really.
Right. You sort of find these days that you still sort of write in the same way that you did 35 years ago, or a bit angrier, or you know. The song, like the new album, seems like a lot harder than the older songs.
No, I think
A bit more forceful.
No, I think the Vigilante album was the most edgy and cynical, for want of a better word.
Yeah.
That was a realisation that we'd actually sort of made an album that was, you know, this is not, the world is not what you think it is. And I think Vigilante at that time in '84, when we made the recording, was making that sort of statement that actually there's a, you know, I think All the World's Eyes, is it? Yeah.
Right.
The track. It's a long time ago, but this is, I remember feeling the same feelings that I feel now.
Yeah.
Does that make any sense?
You write in the same way.
It does, yeah, like
You
it.
write in the same way as riffs and then...
All the World's Eyes is sort of about a globalisation. It's about a way that we feel as a nation. And I like my song now, you know.
Yeah.
We need to think as a nation. We need to consider different ways of progressing as a brand say.
No, I'm following exactly what you're saying.
No, but the point,
Yeah, for the next generation, really, isn't
yeah,
it?
for the next generation.
Yeah.
You've written a song then.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember that then.
Well, yeah, that's just all order, isn't it?
We go to a live album, that's what we should do.
Yeah, I think that's.
It's just a live now.
Anyway, about live albums, any plans on a live album in the near future or not?
Is it a bit secret or not?
Well, nothing
No.
secret.
We've got some ideas,
Yeah,
haven't
there's a
we?
few things
We've got
in
some
the pipeline.
ideas. We want to make it a special thing. And
Fred's working on a few things, isn't he?
yeah, I guess not saying too much at the moment, but I would be bold enough to say that some of the core hardcore bands like you know yourself from the early days would be pleased to hear something with a modern take to it.
If it comes up, yeah.
There's a lot of tracks that, obviously work on 100 miles an hour,
Let's say that the new
I mean, you might be hitting on something there as well.
Yeah,
so
you might just hit upon something.
you might hit upon something without saying too
the
much.
new album will be a double album. It will be both.
One studio and one live.
Yeah.
It'll have a range of music that's from the past and future.
Right, yeah.
Well, can I say, I think, in terms of dates and, we're looking for a string of dates we're going to play at some point, wherever that might be, whether it's UK, whether it's Europe, etc. And then
Not fishing, it's like a general question, not sort of fishing, but it's
no, but
yeah.
we've got an idea in mind for something not in the too distant future where we will play a set of songs, perhaps over a couple of nights. It might be two different sets of songs, and that will probably be recorded, and then we'll look to
And the 100
yeah.
is a factor.
It's a factor, it's a big
The big
key
clue.
to what we want to do.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
And this is probable,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great idea. Yeah. If
Yeah.
it comes up, it'd be brilliant. Yeah.
I think a few rehearsals and then a few gigs to get us up to speed on it.